President Trump will go to Las Vegas the day after tomorrow. He made a relatively short and somber address to the nation this morning. Let's check in with Chief White House correspondent John Roberts tonight on the North Lawn. Good evening, John.
Good evening, Brett. The president did a number of things today. He and the First Lady led a moment of silence out in the South Lawn. The president ordered all federal flags to half-staff, and he wasted no time early this morning addressing the shooting.
It was an act of pure evil.
An act of pure evil. How the president described the mass murder of nearly 60 people at a concert in Las Vegas last night.
Hundreds of our fellow citizens are now mourning the sudden loss of a loved one, a parent, a child, a brother or sister. We cannot fathom their pain. We cannot imagine their loss. To the families of the victims, we are praying for you, and we are here for you.
It was the first such event on President Trump's watch, and the worst in modern U.S. history. The president seeking to calm an anxious nation and comfort the survivors.
We call upon the bonds that unite us, our faith, our family, and our shared values. Our unity cannot be shattered by evil.
As she began the daily briefing today, a visibly emotional Sarah Sanders talked about acts of heroism as people helped each other, sometimes at the cost of their own lives.
The memory of those who displayed the ultimate expression of love in the midst of an unimaginable act of hate will never fade. Their examples will serve as an eternal reminder that the American spirit cannot and will not ever be broken.
The shooting prompted messages of condolence from world leaders, among them the UK's Theresa May, who called it, quote, a completely senseless and cowardly attack. Italian Prime Minister Gentiloni, who said, quote, we all have in our minds and hearts above all this horrible slaughter that took place last night. And the Thai Prime Minister, who was visiting the White House today.
Express my condolences to those victims and family of the shooting incident in Las Vegas last night.
President Trump announced today he will travel to Las Vegas on Wednesday to meet with survivors and friends and family of the victims.
Very sad moment for me, for everybody, no matter where you are. No matter what your thought process, this is a very, very sad day.
Tomorrow, the president will travel to Puerto Rico to survey the federal response to Hurricane Maria.
Going to be seeing all of the first responders, the military, FEMA, and frankly, most importantly, we're going to be seeing the people of Puerto Rico. It's been amazing what's been done in a very short period of time on Puerto Rico.
Among the officials he is expected to meet with, San Juan Mayor Carmen Yulín Cruz. After Cruz criticized the federal response, President Trump accused her on Twitter of, quote, poor leadership, lumped her in with, quote, politically motivated ingrates, and claimed she has, quote, now been told by the Democrats that you must be nasty to Trump. Cruz said she'd be happy to meet with the president and seemed to have shifted her opinion of the federal response.
I've been quite complimentary of the people from HHS and FEMA. Their heart is in the right place, but we have to cut the red tape.
While most Puerto Rican officials have praised President Trump for sending in the cavalry, criticism followed the president to Liberty National Golf Course yesterday. While presenting the President's Cup, a man in the crowd shouted that the president didn't give a blank about Puerto Rico. The president either didn't hear or ignored the remark.
San Juan's mayor continues to insist that now is not the time to talk about Puerto Rico's financial problems or the cost of rebuilding. But with some people, Brett, looking at the federal disaster response as a down payment on a bailout, the president wants to make sure that he keeps the focus on disaster relief. Brett?
John Roberts live on the North Lawn. John, thanks.